Hey you guys, welcome back to another video. I'm so excited for today's video, but first off, if you didn't already hit that subscribe button, please go ahead and do that. Give this video a thumbs up and turn on that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a video. So before we dive straight into this acrylic nail tutorial fall rose gold nail design, I just wanted to share a few things with you guys. So first off, the tips that I'm using are the No C-Curve XL tapered tips, and I'll link them down below. Also, we have a brand new product alert. Woohoo! It's absolutely gorgeous. It's the You've Got This brush, but instead of being in black, I have manufactured them in purple, and they are absolutely adorable. They're available now on the website as well, so if you want to grab one, I'll link that below. The products I'm using in this video are crystal clear as always, toasted rose as my cover powder, which is one of my absolute favorites, you guys know it. To prime my nails, I'm using the Pro Bond Acid Nail Primer, which is my absolute favorite. I'm using the metallic rose pink, which is a pre-mixed glitter acrylic, and I'm also going to be pairing that with honey, which is this gorgeous kind of warm honey brown cover powder, and it's absolutely stunning. I'm also going to be adding some gold shards in there, and I'll be using the loose glitter called Laser Lights. It's holographic pink kind of dots and hexagon mix. It's so pretty. So for today's video, I'm going to be using the size 10 brush. So this new brush is available in size 8, 10 and 12, but for this video I'm just going to use the 10 because it's a middle of the road, plus I'm using my left hand, so I didn't want to jump in with the size 12. You guys know I haven't done my nails for ages. I've been sick, so we're getting back into it. So let's get started.
I'm always doing the most, finish my cup and reload. Let it swing right back, let it swing right back.
Okay guys, so let's get into the video. Now we've got all the details out of the way, I'm going to come in with my tip cutters and we're going to trim the length down on these nails, because we all know I am not getting anything done with nails this long. I mean, if I wanted my nails this long, I need to kind of grow them out like that. I don't know if anyone else is like that, but I can't just go from like having no nails to like kabam, I'm having the longest nails ever. I am someone that has to do like a medium length and then let them grow out at every infill and not shorten down the nail design. Let me know how you guys do it. Like, can you go from short nails to like super long, or what? I mean, those that can, like, yeah, you are bomb, like amazing. I wish I could do it, but I just can't function. I have to kind of grow into it. I'm like a little baby. Anyway, we're trimming down the length so that I can manage them, and then we're going to come in with our design. So to prepare our nails for design, I'm going to come in with the Pro Bond Acid Primer, and I'm going to apply this to the natural nails only. And what this is going to do is alter the pH balance of the nail and allow that product to be able to adhere to it with a really strong bond. The Nailmate monomer as well also has built-in primers within it, so again you're getting that extra adhesion to the nail plate for longer lasting nails, which is what I absolutely love about our nail system. When you're applying your primer, you don't want to touch the skin or the sidewalls or get it into any cuts or anything that you might have on your nails, so just be careful when you do apply that. I'm just showing you guys a little palette of how everything looks together. I always like to do this kind of swatch style, and it just gives me like an idea of the colours that are going to go together and how well they're going to fit together. So if you have an idea in your head and you're thinking, I'm not sure if it's going to work, take a little lint-free wipe, just swatch them all on the same wipe so you can see them next to each other, and it will give you a good idea, an indication of whether those glitters and acrylic colours go together. It's one of my favourite things to do. So now I'm coming in with the Glitter Planet Nailmate Crystal Clear Acrylic, and I'm going to be applying my clear base. You guys know I always love to do this before applying an acrylic design. It gives me a good base to work on, but it means that when I come to change my set, I will file back down to this layer and I don't have to remove them completely. Also guys, just an update, I'm not sure if I've updated you, I've been off YouTube for so long because I've been so sick. We do now have our monomer available for international shipping. You just need to choose the international listing for that product, and I'll link it separately in the description with international monomer, so you guys can click that link. And then you get the right one. I'm so excited about that, and lots of you guys have picked it up already. It makes me so happy that you guys can get your hands on it now. So yeah, that's an exciting step forward. So this is how the nails are looking. I'm just going to go ahead and do the pinky and the thumb. I'm leaving everything in this so you guys can really see the process. I know lots of you will maybe skip through, but lots of you also like to see each part of the process of the nail being applied. So if I leave it in, everybody kind of gets the best of both worlds. You can either skip through or you can watch it. Completely up to you. Also guys, if you are starting your nail journey, or you are new to learning nails, or you want to just refresh your skills, you can definitely check out my beginners nail playlist, where I have tips and tricks on application, tip application, nail forms, clear base, everything that you need to know about acrylic nails and applying them, also removal as well. I'm going to link it on the screen so you can head there either after this video, or well, don't go now, like you guys need to finish this one first, but yeah, head there after this video. Okay, so that's my clear base applied, and I'm ready to come in with my design. I forgot to show you this glitter that I'm also going to be using. I think I forgot. I might not have done, but I'm showing it again anyway. It's called Barley, and it's absolutely stunning. It was one of our new autumn mixes that we released. It's got these gorgeous kind of peach and gold tones, but then these kind of like rose pink maple leaves and the iridescent white ones. And I picked out some crystals and some glitters to match with it, and they just looked adorable together. So I'm really excited about applying this to this set. So I'm coming in with rose pink at the cuticle area, and I've just picked up a small bead and placed it as close to the cuticle area as I can. I don't want to get too close to where the fact that it's going to kind of flood or run onto the skin or the side walls. We want to make sure that we contain and control that product. And then I'm just moving it down the nail. I'm only fading it ever so slightly because I'm doing a cuticle glitter fade, so I don't want to bring it halfway down the nail. We literally just want to bring it a quarter of a way down, and that's enough. Feather out the little pieces. You don't want a harsh line. That's going to give us a really cool effect when we apply our cover powder. So I'm going to be using the Toasted Rose Cover Powder. Initially I chose pure pink, but it was more of a pinky toned, and I wanted the warmth to come through rather than the pinks, so that's why I switched it out for Toasted Rose instead. So I'm picking up a medium bead of acrylic to start with, and I'm applying that over the top of where the glitter is, and then we're going to blend it up and down the nail, and then coming in with another bead, and we're going to create a smile line. So I'm placing it on the nail, letting that product flow, and then I'm using the belly of my brush to move it into position and create this reverse smile. And let me tell you guys, this set was not easy for me. I've not done my nails for such a long time, and obviously my left hand is my non-dominant hand, so I literally use it for nothing. When I used to do my nails all the time, I was like so good at it, so quick, so steady. It was like I could just use both hands and it was fine. Like, it was still a little bit different, but not like this. It feels like I'm starting from square one, like I'm a super beginner, but you know what, you've got to start somewhere again, I guess. So I thought I'd film this video anyway, and hopefully you still enjoy it, even though it's taken me such a long time and I'm like properly fiddling. But I mean, us nail techs that do our own nails, or if you just do your own nails for fun, it is possible. You just have to be consistent and just practice and get that muscle memory going, and then eventually it just gets easier and easier every time. Moving on to the middle nail, I'm coming in with honey and I'm applying that at the free edge. I'm just patting that product from side to side to make sure that I've covered all the corners of the tips and then I'm blending that product up the nail so that it's nice and seamless. I'm going to add another bead after this and blend that down into the nail because I want the kind of from the middle down on this nail to be this colour, and then I'm going to fade in that glitter. Next, I'm picking up some of the glitters. I didn't use any acrylic or anything to pick this first lot up because the acrylic is already wet, so I just picked it up with my brush and then patted it into that wet acrylic, and that was enough to hold the glitter. And I'm just using a selection of the glitters that I showed you guys and applying those to the nail to create this kind of autumnal, beautiful scattered glitter nail, and it just looks absolutely gorgeous. When these nails catch the light, I'm still just like, oh my god, it's so pretty. Like, I'm excited to do my next set. I haven't been this excited for a long time, and I think it's just because I've been so sick and not being able to do anything. I'm like back and I'm like, yes, like I'm so excited to just get creating again and create videos for you guys. Moving on to the pinky nail whilst that other one sets, because I'm going to come back to that and add my cover powder, but you don't want to do it too soon because you're just going to start picking up the glitter and it's just going to move about. So you want to let that set a little bit and then move on to the next nail and go back to it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm coming on the pinky and we are applying metallic rose pink, which is this gorgeous glitter acrylic. I designed and developed a range of glitter acrylics as a basics range, so you can use them on their own or underneath chunkier glitters as a base, which I think is just such a staple to have in your collection. But yeah, I created quite a few different collections. We've got the Roller Party, the Holo Blast, and then the Metallic Basics collection, and they're just absolutely fabulous. So this one is part of that Metallic Basics collection. You can get them as single colours as well, so you don't have to get all of them. So I'm applying that to the entire nail, and that is going to be it for the pinky, just a colour glitter acrylic nail. So I'm moving back to the middle nail and I'm going to go ahead and apply toasted rose cover powder. So I'm coming in with a medium bead and I'm just applying it where the coloured acrylic and glitter stops, and then I'm coming in and blending that down the nail over the top of the glitter, but not too far. I don't want to drag it all the way to the end because then I'm going to cover up my entire glitter that I've already applied, and I want that to still be visible. So I'm just doing gentle motions to pull it a little bit over the top of that glitter. I'm then coming in with the cuticle bead and blending that down into the other bead that I already applied. Moving on to my ring finger, I'm coming in with a full nail of toasted rose. I picked out some of the light rose opal crystals and the kind of gold link rings, and I'm doing some gorgeous nail art on this nail. So I just want to keep it plain and simple so that that can be the star of the show. Just a quick reminder for those of you that are subscribed already, please double check that the notification bell is turned on. I know lots of you have had issues where it's like turned it off, but yeah, turn it back on and select all so that you can get notified when I add new content. Moving on to the thumbnail now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm doing the same process as I did on the middle nail, but on the thumb. So we're coming in with honey on the free edge, over past the centre of the nail, then we're going to add the glitter, and then we're going to have toasted rose faded down into that. I love doing it this way so that it ties the whole set together and it's all kind of cohesive and really flows. Also, if you are looking for any more autumn and fall nail art inspiration, I'm going to link up my autumn playlist. I have tons and tons of videos in there for you guys, hopefully as inspiration, and hopefully it will help you get some ideas for your nails. So next I'm going to come in and encapsulate some of the nails just before I go ahead and finish off the smile line. So I'm just using the Nailmate Crystal Clear Acrylic to do that. You don't want to apply this too thick, you're just creating an encapsulation of the glitters that you've applied and also making sure that you get the structure and the apex in position as well. So I went ahead with my 180 grit nail files and I just refined the smile line. Basically I'm just filing around it to make it nice and crisp, making sure that it's all even so that when I put my product there I'm not going to have kind of an uneven line when I file away. Then I'm coming in with metallic rose pink and I'm applying that right at the cuticle area and making sure to push it all the way up to the side walls of the smile and into those corners. And then I'm applying gold shards on the free edge, and this just looked absolutely gorgeous. I love the way that that gold shards catches the light. It is just stunning. And I'm just using a little bit of clear acrylic to apply that to the nail. I'm then going to come in with the Glitter Planet Nailmate Crystal Clear Acrylic and encapsulate the free edge of this design so that when I come to file it I'm not going to be, filing anything away, and so that the structure and the strength of the nail is in position. Once I finish applying all of my acrylic design and everything is set, I'm ready to come in and start filing. So I'm going to use my e-file and I'm using the 180 grit sanding bands. We have sanding bands available on the website. We've got 180, 150, 240 and I can't remember what else, but we've got another one too, and honestly, use them with the easy off mandrel bit and you will never look back. That bit is the bomb. Like, if you have ever struggled with getting these sanding bands off of your e-file, look no further than the easy off bit from my website. You will absolutely love it, I promise. So I went ahead and finished filing the nails off of camera. I've dusted them off and we are good to go. So I'm using the wax bling stick, the light rose opal crystals and the gold link rings, and also the gold mini beads from the nail art wheel. And I'm going to create a really pretty just cascade of crystals across the nail. And this just fitted so perfectly with my colour theme. It just went stunningly with the glitters and I just love how it turned out. To apply my crystals, I'm coming in with the instant nail glue. So this is for nail tips and gems or crystals or nail art. And I'm just going to be using that to apply them and then sealing around them further along with the gel. So I'm just applying the link rings first, just as a feature so that I can kind of get an idea where I want to add my crystals. And these are just such pretty kind of pieces of nail art. You can obviously do the nail piercings with them where you kind of drill a little hole and attach them like a nail piercing, but I love using them like this as well and adding the crystals in between. I think it just looks super fancy and really, really fun. So I'm adding a mixture of the light rose opal crystals, the mini beads and the gold rings diagonally across the nail. Once I've done that, I'm coming in with top coat and damn is she juicy. Look at that. Like honestly, the favourite best part of any nail video is that top coat. Adding that Supergloss is just the icing on the cake and it looks so good. It just makes me super happy, like super happy. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and apply top coat to all of the nails and then cure in the light for a full 60 seconds. And when you're top coating nail art like this or crystals, you want to obviously go on the actual nail part and then come in with a detailer brush and your top coat and go around and in between the crystals. Never go over the top of them unless you want to kind of just completely ruin the shine, because you're just going to cover up the light, the facets on the crystals, and then they won't be able to reflect the light the same. So definitely always go around them with your gel to hold them onto the nail. So now that I've cured my nails in the light, we are ready for a cuticle oil. And today's scent of choice is cherry. I've actually been using this one for ages because it's the one that I have on my desk. I've got a couple. I've got the coconut one at my computer, I've got the cherry one at my nail desk, I've got the banana one at my bedside, and I've got a different one at work. Like literally cannot get enough of them. But yeah, and I have another one in my handbag too, and one in the car. I mean, I always need to have cuticle oil around me, so I carry one everywhere. But yeah, I'm just twisting the top and then applying them around the nail, and then I'm going to give them a good massage into my skin and nails, making sure that everything is nice and hydrated. Please note, my skin absolutely is red. I absolutely did catch myself when filing and shaping these nails because, like I said, I've not done my nails for so long. I literally felt like I was learning again. I mean, they look a lot redder than they feel. Like, they don't feel as bad as they look. I hope that makes sense. They're just a bit sensitive, I think, because, like I said, I definitely caught them with the nail file because it's been a long time. But over time, I'll get better again. My muscle memory will come back and you will not be treated to such red skin around my nails. But for this video, it's just unfortunate that it's there, I guess. I'm hydrating them. They're fine now. It's been a couple of days and they are not like this anymore. They are beautiful and healthy. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Please remember that you are bomb.com, lit as fuck, and don't ever let anybody tell you any different, because you've got this and I love you. Mwah. Bye!